But by every fete, you get the one that we team up before. In this particular fete, I team up before. But the one that we the guide we are the most important players there, not the healthcare workers. We include everybody within that field, from doctor to nurse, contact tracers, and even the one that within the EOC. Everybody within on this effort. This is an opportunity for say thank you for leading this particular fight to all we healthcare workers. I want to use this opportunity for say thank you to Project One Mic, LJ, Ackman, and Foyo for their interest and support to this particular fight against coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you for risking a life. I said, thank you for staying all night long. Wanna thank you for saving a life. Just love, thank you for thank you for the book. Thank you for
wow, we are live now. Okay, sounds good.
When I thank you for the work, thank you for the sacrifice, thank you for the work, thank you for the sacrifice. Say we go lay me up again, come on up down again, lively up again, lively up again, come on up down again, stand up on my skin. Thank you for what's still alive. Come on, thank you for what's still alive. Thank you for staying all night long. Wanna thank you for saving a life. Cause love, thank you for it.
See you now, we're lifting it for you.
Thank you for it. Thank you for it. Thank you for the strength, thank you for the work, all night and day. Thank you for the tower that puts in for say we love. Thank you for the time, thank you for the strength, thank you for the work, all night and day.
Yeah, but I didn't see you. It's possible. She can go up. Thank you. Can you go up, please?
Thank you for what's gonna last. I said, thank you for staying all night long. Wanna thank you for saving the life.
Sorry, I think that you were trying to let's go.
Just love, thank you for it.
CEO, can you go up mute?
Just love, thank you for the book. Just love, thank you for the book.
Can you try? Since you're Sherry. See if you click on
thank you for the strength, thank you for the work, all night and day.
Perfect.
You.
Yes, okay, let's go. We're going live now.
It's too much. You might want to
right, ladies and gentlemen, una cabo salon people then we want to tell una plenty thank you for way una join with today. This now the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Sierra Leone. Today we don't decide for come to una with a special talk with the leadership of the ministry led by the Honorable Minister, Honorable Dr. David Moinina-Senge, and other top management officials of the ministry. Therefore, can talk to una exclusively about the school reopening. The schools we don't open for the one that we get for seats, the NPSC, the Beke, and the WAS examination. We know say plenty questions then they out there where parents them, teachers them, community people them we don't they ask. And so today now the opportunity, as we know say next tomorrow, nice school get for open. So the one that way they before the ministry, book learning business now this country, today they get for can talk to now exclusively about some of them questions then they way be don't left unanswered. So today we get for introduce some of them people then they will get for talk to now. The first person will go on for introduce, not to other person, but now the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, when Honorable Dr. David Moinina-Senge, again for talk to una today. Dr. Senge, you want for say kabo to fambu them?
Me fambu them, good evening.
Right, so that now Dr. Senge, of course, the other person we get for talk to we today, not to other person, the person when the professional head of the ministry, when I in there before all the school business and all the other things that would happen. When not to other person, now Dr. Yata Kanu, now the Chief Education Officer. Dr. Kanu, you want for say kabo to fambu them? All right, we'll go try for bring Dr. Kanu in later on, so he go talk to Una, the Chief Education Officer. Of course, the next person we'll get in there, so now the one way day before the National Program Coordinator for the Free Quality School Education, we not to other person, but now Mr. Amara Sowa. Mr. Sowa, you want for say kabo to family them?
Good evening.
All right. That now Mr. Sowa. Of course, the next person who gets now the one way day before all the teacher and business in this country, when the chairperson for the Teaching Service Commission. Of course, that person there now Dr. Stanella Beckley. Dr. Beckley, you want for say kabo to family them?
Fambuleona, good evening.
That's good. Then Dr. Beckley. And so we will strive for bring Dr. Yatakano in later on, as we go before inside the program. So we get for go straight to the program and we get for start with Minister when Dr. Senge, a day with Tuna, so just like I don't greet Tuna. And so Dr. Senge, for make I go bring you come into this conversation. The term today where schools they been closed, now the term where the coronavirus we don't just begin for happen at the country. In fact, now that day the way schools then lock, now the day that one the way they begin for confirm the very first case of the coronavirus in this country. And so Fambude want for no waiting go down necessitate right now the reason why schools then for open for the one the way for take this examination when at the public exam. Over to you, Dr. Senge. All right, it looks like say we get difficulty with let me see what's the goal.
Yeah, okay, so thank you.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Doc.
Yes. So you're absolutely right. So on March 31st.
So Doc, one for see your video if you don't mind.
Cool no lock, not so because Corona Kanda Day, we don't plan, we don't get meeting, we don't engage, and we don't give 2-week notice. Stay school they lock on that day. Because we've been prepared, because we've been done engaged with all the people that we they plan the school business, with the teacher there, with the mama there and papa there, through the parents association, with the school principal there. We don't decide 2 weeks in advance. Because as a ministry, we believe in planning and we believe in consultation. And all the two they do informed by data and evidence. That means say we know they just grab the net, we decide say one for open school tomorrow, then we open her. The decision now for make we open school for the one that want to take exam, even though we know the corona there and we for continue for protect yourself, this school open wire not shows the corona not there. We know the corona there in a salon, but we know that we will body people and don't put all the things there in place for ensure say we they manage the transmission, we they manage how the sick they go, and we believe say because this virus here is there with we, and we need for find way for more to protect the people then we get the virus, and we all from more not get the virus. And if possible, if we all do the thing the way they were, but people then say if we wash we hand, if we sneeze now we elbow, if we know they go near people then too much, if they feel sick, if they deny your oath, if we do all that thing then they with the well body people then want for make we do, we know so we're able to control the virus. Now that make we decide say, well, because now so this virus here they happen now, we they meet with all we partner there again, and we plan for how we for open school for the one the number where they take exam. So now make we open school for the beginning with the class 6, so that then go can and then go take the exam end of July. The one then with the GSS 3, then go take the class, then back so that then go prepare for take the exam. And the one that with the SS3 where they take was. For the SS3, this is not international exam. So now the data we look at, we engage with all the people then with it, and we figure out say if the parents, then the mama and daddy then and the kid themselves all join hand, then we're able to make book learning one go before, and we'll go protect all man back. But this decision is not a final decision. If it be say we need for modifier, we now people then we very transparent and we open, and we go modifier at any point in time, again using the data, using the evidence, and using the parents and the school kingdom. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. For make I go follow up with another question in this regard. You know, plenty parents and they were really concerned about sending them picking them back to school during a time where they still confirm cases of coronavirus in our country. So you being the person where they in charge of education business in this country, waiting will be your specific advice to them parents then they but them picking them when they go back to school.
Yeah, so this is an important question. So one, as a minister, and I also did at the presidential task force, where they look at the data. So where I say where they use the data, they use the data. And the pillar then, actually the pillar head, Haja Wuri, every day they ask me, but how many for labs, for testing, and how we go test, picking them and teach them, how we go what's our plan. And for we as a ministry, we get simple, clear objective. We primary goal that nobody will get corona, no go to school. In the sense that we go catch and quick, now make we check temperature, now make we look for symptoms, now make we the big mama and papa, then if you begin to feel sick, may not go to school, may they not host. But if it be say transmission day na school, what you want for do now, therefore now one green line of transmission for day. That means say all man will go in contact with somebody will test positive. We will know that then people then they will go monitor them and we go test them and we will break every chain in the school. That way they boku people then they will not they get corona outside. But we also know the corona and an airborne disease, and if somebody they not carrying it and now they not get corona in school, they're not they are affected by the people that within a bond or the people that within a western area. So we they look at this systematically as well. You know, me mama old, me mama na retired person, me mama na big person, na granny. I get picking them, and me mama old. We get two young girl picking them where they take a beke. And so, I mean, my man, an old person, we get underlying symptoms, right? So, a vulnerable. So, this decision, what they make, not so, but other people then. It affects me on life. It affects my mind life. because the Pekin them where they come on in host for going to school, they're also exposed. So the same message where I they sent to me mama, now I want to send to all salon people then for say this now we all get for put we hand and together. After we don't wash your hand, obviously. This now we all get for put we hand and together for ensure say the Pekin them will they send at school before they go to school. Will they make sure so they wash their hand before they come on the house? If they get fever, more make they not go so they not go infect other people there. Will then come on at school or then come back to the house, then for wash their hand before then come inside the compound and will they make sure so then they wash their mask before they go and will then wear their mask as well. That school can we all for care about this. We all go ask about them if then they keep social distancing. So not to government one going get this fed, not to Ministry of Education one going get this fed. Now we all get this fed because any life in a salon equally important. My own life, my mind life, me the beginning, my host life, important like anybody in your own life as well. And the only way we'll be able to make sure that we protect the most amount of life in a salon and we guarantee quality learning that if we all decide, say, now we go get for put hand under this book learning business and this COVID feds business, for more protect we picking there and we people there well body and for more make sure so they get education and they're not left behind.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. And so, them as soon as they follow the program, we get for can open the lines them later on for let una go call in and talk, or ask questions. So if you want for ask question right now, you can send text messages to this number where they give. So when at 079 914 958 079 914 958. You go send text message either to to WhatsApp on that number, or you can send it any kind of way, or you go even comment na the Facebook comment section live. And so now let me bring in another person way very important inside the book learning business. Way not to other person na the one way na the national program coordinator for the free quality school education. When Mr. Amara Soa, of course, Mr. Soa, you na person we don't travel the length and breadth of this country per education business. You understand a lot of areas then at this country, and you're very much concerned about the health and safety of the Pekinem, why is that they try for go back to school. So as soon as the ministry been get for announce schools then get for can open back for them one the way they take them public exams them, the next thing where the ministry do now for put together up to 7 working groups then for make sure say they're able for work on all of the activities then for the school reopening. So you go on for tell family then waiting some of them working groups then and waiting they don't do so far.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. When the ministry take a decision, say, we for partially open school, for level picking and go back to school, we meet and decide for plan. The first thing we will consider, the fact, say, some them picking here, we don't let them host them, or then we side and they go school, they don't go holiday, and the district lockdown, we don't meet them. Because the time we don't plan, government we don't really release or relax the inter-district lockdown. So we say if we really want them to be here for go school, then we think say we owe them a duty for facilitate their relocation to the districts then. So we'll set up one committee we call relocation committee. That's another committee for we'll put things in place for take them picking them from outside and they then go back to the district then outside and they go school. Not only the picking even teachers them. Teacher them where we don't move before we get into district lockdown. We say law facilitate and return and in district together with the school picking them. So that committee they work very hard. We get buses, over 12 buses, with pool picking in a Freetown, carry them going to all parts of the country. The other one anyway then in other parts of the country.
All right. It looked like say we don't lost Mr. Sowa a little bit. Of course, we will continue for go before with the program. This time we want for go to Mr. MBSSE. When I know the director for the inspectorate directorate, and I know the lead for the school reopening pillar of the education emergency task force, where the minister and the top management officials of the ministry been put together just where schools them been closed. So, Mr. Sise, are you on with us?
Yeah, very good with you, Mr. Sharif. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. That's good, Mr. Sise.
Good.
And so, Mr. Sise, now you are the talk to now. You self na person way right now as I dey talk to you self, you dey Kabbalah, you don't travel all over the country. You na person way been so busy. You dey try for put things then together for the reopening of schools. In fact, now you own a pillar of the EET. Now you on the work. Now you make recommendations to the minister and the top management officials of the ministry for let schools then reopen for the one that we're supposed to take this exam. So you want for talk to we about or to farm with them about some of the plans then where the ministry don't put in place with regards to waiting at some of the resources then where the schools then go need and how we don't go about for prepare them one and day?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Sharif. I want to tell you plenty thank you. And Fambule, good evening, Munakabo. Well, yes, when the ministry take the decision for partially reopen schools, we then give me the responsibility for lead on the school reopening pillar. And so we not waste time, we begin the plan straight away. And we actually get for do the boku thing that we'll be doing during the Ebola, we'll be able to reopen schools there successfully and ensure say the people that return to school and will not record any cases there within the school. And so we try to replicate some of them in the day. And so what we try to do in the first instance, now for make sure sake, we identify the materials that we go need for we make sure say when we begin the return at school, then we'll be very safe. Because family then go know say some of the schools, them not all parts in this country, but now some parts of the country like Bombali district, like Kerema district, some of the schools that they use as holding centers. That is to say, some people that they suspect say they're positive of COVID-19. Then carry them go to some of their schools there and hold them there. And so we decide to say their schools there before we open back and allow picking them for go there, we for clean their schools there and disinfect them. So that's one of the things that we'll get for do. And fumble them as I talk to us so now, their schools today we don't clean them and we don't try for disinfect them so that we go ensure say they're safe for picking their return to. In addition to that, we know very well say they don't advise we say hand washing as something we very paramount in this whole COVID-19 fight. And so we don't actually try for procure huge quantities of hand washing materials where we station at all schools them. Even before the new materials they are then come, fumble them go take note say, like the minister don't say, before we close schools then down, we be giving directives to all of the district deputy directors for let them make sure say they activate with school safety protocols, which include hand washing. And so in all of the schools them at that material moment, anybody will be the good day, be the see say with Veronica buckets them be there in place, and we may also get the infrared thermometers them what they use for test temperature. So now the same thing we get for do. Them buckets today, they still then at the schools them, we don't get them ready for position them on the 1st of July so that anybody where they can at school, we go ensure say it was in hand properly and the infrared thermometers, then they will go testing temperature before we allow them for come into the school compound. In addition to that, we don't also revise with school safety protocol. In fact, just the day before yesterday night, on Friday, now we validate this document. We don't print.
Okay, it look like we get small problem with Mr. Sise. We'll bring come back on board. Okay, so now let we talk to the Chief Education Officer.
Before, not a problem. Mr. Sise, in the field, they do work for school reopening. And that's an important distinction. They call, they right far away in the field for school reopening business. That's important for clarifying.
Right, definitely. So just like I would say, Mr. Sise na Kabbalah, of course, na area where sometimes difficult for let you go get network coverage and so na day. But let me come to the Chief Education Officer, when Dr. Yata Kanu. Dr. Kanu himself na one person way, in fact, na one of the leaders then for the working groups, communications and guides. And if you don't work plenty one so in the background on most of the works then we were supposed for do now for prepare for the reopening of schools. So Dr. Kanu, if I can bring you back in, waiting are your message to the school picking them, to the teacher them, to the parents them, about waiting are some of the changes the way they anticipate say go happen either with the schedule, with the lunch break, with some of the things that we the picking them need for doing at the school.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, we put plenty things in place for make sure say we picking them safe. We just don't release a schedule where we say the school day they start at about 8:45 and that will go on until 2 o'clock. We cut off at 2 o'clock because this pandemic here, so every day information they come out relating to it. The latest, of course, was that we will try for limit the possibility of exposure to any infection. So we feel say if the beginner don't need in school for about 5 hours, that is enough. So even though some schools they may say they want to go longer so that they go able to cover up, we put the foot down for say no, by 2 o'clock, all man for done. So that's one major change. Each period they last for about 40 minutes. We begin and go in the classroom during the lunch break. The lunch break is only about 20 minutes. What they call on stretch break. We not allow them for come on our door at all. Then go sit down, then go talk across to one another, but we not allow them for begin mingle and play with each other like how they can do under normal circumstance. We all know this country also know say we get large classes them. Now the majority of the schools them. So for example, we get 60 or more picking them, with the divided classes they into 3. So around 20 picking them, or at most 25, but we try for 20. Now around 20 picking them go there na class, so that we will maintain the physical distance where the well-bodied people in the cell we for maintain. So they don't go no side, they don't come on our door. We tell them, mama and papa say, do you what they picking in the can of school? Try wrap something for them. Try give them food when we go able for 8 during that 20 minutes break, because they know they come on our door at all. Because I'm picking them. If they come on our door, then go begin hang out with one another, and so trouble can start. We don't allow people to come inside, we can't sell nothing because we don't know who side they come out. We don't bring them trouble come inside. So those are just some of the changes. The teachers then go they far away. I particularly are disappointed because I'm a big believer in 21st century skills like teamwork, collaboration. And all man they talk saying that they kind of skill and they for the teacher we picking them. So I am a big believer in teamwork. We side and they work together, then they exchange ideas, listen to each other, the idea, and learn from one another. Unfortunately, because of this pandemic here, we're not able to encourage group work. So the teachers then go there far away from the beginning, then they try as much as possible for interact with them, but nobody want to go near anybody. So now some of the changes in that one day where I go talk say we don't put in place what the beginning go surprise. No play no day with them party day.
Right. And so, CEO, quite recently, you've been on the work on a document, what would they call the revised guidance notes and protocols for school safety and psychological support manual. Now, I know saying that important documents in this way you and your team been on the work on. Wait till you go tell fam with them as to which role then documents then they go play in the lives of the pikine and the teacher them and the entire school system while the school are open.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Mr. Sharif?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The manual where they ask for now, one of the most important things that we get as ammunition for safeguard we all from this pandemic here. It gets boku guidelines them when are basically instructions about what's for do and what's not for do. They talk about how from right from the get go when they begin and come, how would they use thermometer for take the temperature them. If we find out for say the body warm, the temperature high, we go arrange for me then go now one particular room, one particular place where all schools and go get, they call on sick bay, then go there until we get where body people then for go look at them. If nothing not do them, then they go pass and go straight in class. So then we tell them waiting for do once then they inside the classroom. We tell them how they know for the begin and jump around and play with them, party them. So a lot of safeguards, nine booklets they go tell everybody. There is another booklet, what they call the psychosocial manual. That one day, we all know say this sick here, so we're not big people there. They make we have the court. We all the worry. So many nice things, probably because I did another age group where the minister been to talk about, and they worry all net. I get one picking where they go school now, 1 minute, they go school. All day, I they worry, I say, man, you not come out now, though, it goes on site, it bring trouble come. So all of them worry, it can, if they unbox more picking, it will affect their learning. It will affect the teacher, their own behavior. So we put that particular psychosocial manual together so that we go teach the teachers them how they go use information inside our book for help the picking them for settle down. One example is that the teachers will teach them for say, now for listen carefully to the picking them, now for try for calm them down. Some of them picking them there, sometimes relative, now host don't get this sickness here so they don't lost their relative then they picking them then get away when they take something. Maybe they don't talk at all, but if we're able to watch them properly, we go able to make sure say we're able to pick up on the vibes them. We're able to pick up on waiting they happen to them. So that's an day we could draw them can we without touching them, of course, we talk to them fine one. So all that message all that information they all the inside that psychosocial manual. So now them 2 booklets and they today all day we out on the schools and tomorrow back we try for teach the teachers them all over this country the information with the inside them booklet and how for use them effectively for let get this thing also under control. Let nothing not happen by God power. Let nothing happen to Pikine because the baby decision this we all don't come together we don't make. So we try for do a lot for make nothing not go wrong, and by God power, nothing not go wrong because we don't put a lot of things in place.
Thank you very much, CEO. Of course, eloquently explained. So let we go now to the Teaching Service Commission. Of course, the person when the chairperson for the Teaching Service Commission, when Dr. Stanella Beckley, they between us. So, Dr. Beckley. One of the concerns where quite a lot of people in this country don't raise about the reopening of schools then for candidates of the public exams, MBSSE, Beke, and WAS, is that we not get adequate teachers them for able for teach them classes then thinking about the social distancing, what we get for space, picking it out, And so you're not the right person forเราgo talk to, where you go able for explain better to family about waiting at the Teaching Service Commission in preparation so far with regards to then concerns that we parents then get. What do you go say?
Okay, thank you, Sheriff. Yes, as the Chief Education Officer in SFC, that's how we get large class system, because we want to decongest the classroom, then we will not get too many picking them. Because we say we get some school then we picking them plenty in a class. So there over 70 inside class, one class, and one teacher and they teach them. So because we want to make sure say we not get so many in a one class, they're not crowded, we'll get for divide the class in. We'll get not more than 20 to 25 picking in a one class. So let me say one teacher, they will teach 50 picking in normally. Now we get for divide that class in two, because we no one's let them so plenty inside the class and then they touch themselves on a three, then they sit on a bench, on a 2, 3, that kind normally. So we get for divide them. So that one teacher where they teach that class, they go teach one half of that class. It's not just an example. Some class and they will big pass this. So we divide them at the same time. So now 2 more teachers then go need in addition to the teacher where they teach that class day. So the teacher where they teach the class will go away with half of the class. Then you will go for find another teacher for teach the other half. Well, now that's make they say all the teachers then for go back in the school. Some people let me they ask say why they all for go. Why not today when they really teach the exam class they no more for go? But once they all for go, because we want to let them self, even the one they when they teach the class then, make themselves get involved in this. Make them see how the whole thing they go. Make them learn for cooperate and work with other teachers then. We want to build this spirit of collaboration. Make them not say not to them business, they know they teach them exam class here, they know they go. So I think for me, I think it's a very good thing when the ministry asks that all the teachers they return, whether they teach or not. So then we'll take separate classes. Let's take primary 6. One teacher there, you get 50 picking a class, you get for divider class into 2. Who that will teach the other half? Well, you'll forget maybe a primary 5 teacher for teach that class thing. You know, say primary school now all the subjects there, every teacher they teach. And you go get some good one that we go able for teach primary 6, and we go help them. We're not just left them, they no more for teach within they want for teach where they don't understand. Now the reason this make we try for help them with the radio program, online program, with the get print, take home materials for the beginning. And we go there for help the teachers then and show them how them for work in teams. So now the answer to that question, if they're not getting enough teachers, then what do we go do? So you go get all hands on deck. Apart from the teacher we will go allocate, we will go assign to a separate class. You get support teachers then. So that one teacher will teach 25 picking, in one grade no go dey with that 25 picking. You go get a support teacher, you go get somebody will go help them. We know say plenty sign, especially them far away places them. Valaba, Pujehu, then some districts and really then they suffer for qualified teacher. So over the years, you get picking the way not they pass the exam them. If you put them same teacher here for teach them, so then go fail back again. And we don't want that because we don't see the trend for the past 2-3 years. Some school them they will not get anybody we pass. We take the exam then there's zero pass rate. So what will they do for them teachers then they assign other teachers then to them. From the community right now with deputy directors then at the district and they look for them when they will retire. Then they look for volunteers. We even get some engineers that we can away office the other day. They say they don't mind for go any sign at this country for go help. So you get people that way they have to in at the right place for help. So now all that we try for mobilize, for help them weak teachers there, for make somebody then at the class with them, we go help them so that the picking and self will benefit.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, Doc. And so for follow-up on that question, do we get picking away now special needs picking them? Of course, we don't say all the teachers and they come. This is not something where me and you two don't discuss. Waiting are some of the plans the way the Teaching Service Commission don't put in place for them picking away they far away and the one they win as special needs. Any plans there for them?
Well, for special needs, are the question that we said they ask because we're not saying at the same exam in the seats. And really, if then they sit the same exam, then self get access to the same opportunities then. So when they find out from WAEC, we still not get the answer yet. How many picking them big, for instance, schools for the blind, how many of them really field candidates for their exams there? We want to know that number there. And we want to know what's in the procedure for administer their exam here to them picking and day. Like last year, what happened? We said and they dictate the questions to them picking and day. When the picking and they use their typewriter for type the answer. And really, we think there's something not quite right with that because the company, the way they see, then they see the exam papers, then they get the exam papers then. So then one day, so then self get forget something where then they refer to. So we try to see if they can do the examination papers then in Braille. Right now, that work there with the partner with office for find out within the possibility of getting even support materials so then picking in Braille. We know that they go there for a period of time. The one day where they take MBSSE, then they for another 4 weeks, Bekere for 8 weeks, WASP for 6 weeks. So we still get a little bit more time before the exam for do something very quickly, really very quickly for them, make themselves not left out. Then of course you get the slow learners then. Then when they get problem for learn, we got for help them. And at then school then they were then picking and they know the pass. Now they're more with the focus plan. We get 8 districts hold on list. 8 districts where them picking and they provide print materials for them. We don't get the print materials, then but we get for make sure then they of good quality before we do anything with them. So that the teachers then go use them for teach the beginning will take them go home, then go get assignments where they go do in a class, and go get assignments where they go do in a house. So we they go all out for give as much help to the beginning we need them as possible.
All right, thank you very much. Of course, that now Dr. Staniela Beckley, now the chair lady for the Teaching Service Commission. Of course, one question the way I be one for ask Mr. Sise, but then it drop off. But I think say I able for ask we minister this question. This question, of course, is about all the preparations the way the ministry don't do. This past weekend, we don't see that the ministry don't assist a lot of pupils and teachers then for me then go back to then school locations then. It's been very successful. But if I can ask you, Mr. Minister, what think that the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education's confidence level in all the preparations that we don't do so that by Wednesday schools then go reopen safely?
You see, I mentioned say we ministry how to they use na data. Look, I'm absolutely glad that we get Dr. Beckley with the head TSC. We don't work internationally also with tremendous experience. Dr. Kanu, when the CEO, don't work internationally and in terms of curriculum and research, then Bokunode, that this world, Mr. Sowa and MS, then don't do decentralization work in this country, and don't do education work in this country, and don't teach in this country. And today, Mr. Sowa and MS, then they're at the field, right? Mr. Sowa de Moyamba, MS de Kabbalah, and we get people all across Salon. And the reason we make that happen is that we believe in planning. We ministry meticulously the plan using data. And over the weekend, we spend 4, 5, 6 hours online, the plan for this work here. On Saturday, Dr. Beckley and me will be in at the bus station. Amara and Dr. Kanu, then all they call and they talk for make sure see all the picking the register and the reach. So the thing that what they put in place, not they just grab and say we want to do this. We all they put in the work, the nets with every net 11 o'clock. They get text message from Dr. Kanu or PS David Banya or Dr. Beckley. Because we believe, say, the work who will do now for the picking there. Now, one go plan all the kind planning there, but it not go be something the way you not be member, and then the scenario could be different. We also know, say, and not overconfident in that way. They for say if something go wrong, we not go question and check with hypothesis. We all know, say, person they done for land. Now, this world, from more than born, you say, you go back outside, you come out to the land. and we get curious mind, and we open for learn, and we think, and we share ideas. So I'm absolutely confident, 100% confident in the thing that they put in place. But with that 100% confidence there, we all are Motsaman. And if something they will not be think about, and we get new information, and we need to go back to the drawing board, we again, without ease and pride, go back now to the drawing board and make a new decision. And at that day, I want to assure people about.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Minister. And so, Famudem, this now the leadership of the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education and senior management officials. Now that they talk to you today, but the schools then where they get for can open for then one the way get for take the public exams, NPSC, Becker, and wax examinations. And so we've been given a number for send questions and also for write comments then by the Facebook Live. And so we'll get for now take a quick moment. Of course, we'll get 9 more minutes for go. So we'll take 1 minute for a quick break so that we'll be able to pull up some of the questions then we will not be done they ask, and they ask the the leadership for men and go explain to we a little bit about waiting and think about our questions there. So one for let us stick around for we as we make this happen. Stick around.
Me family in a salon, me na retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. You don't say what we fight in this country. We don't fight the Civil War, we don't fight Ebola, and in all of that we don't succeed.
Sounds good, but given that it's
we get coronavirus, we don't wage war per week. We will only succeed for keep her out of this country.
I think
if we
maybe
all
you should
come
ask
together
about
and
monitoring.
fight them. We get for both coronavirus for me to go finish under this country. But by every fight, you get the one that we team up before. In this particular fight, I team up before. But the one that way they guide we are the most important players there, now the healthcare workers. We include everybody within that field, from doctor to nurse, contact tracers, and even the one that within the EOC. Everybody within on this effort. This is an opportunity to say thank you for leading this particular fight to all we healthcare workers.
Minister was speaking.
I want to use this opportunity for say thank you to Project One Mike, LJ, Ackman, and Foyo for their interest and support to this particular fight against coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you for restoring life. Mama, thank you for restoring life. I said, thank you for staying on that long. Thank you for saving a life. Yeah, we now so from the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, we want for continue also join the musical artists then for say plenty thank you to the one day way day before the fight of this coronavirus, when and the medical practitioners, the nurses, doctors, the EOC, when they tell now plenty thank you. Now that day inside the music. And so let me call Mr. Amara Sowa back in because it is a very important activity during this time. So right now as we talk, it is na Moyamba, it don't spread ministry staff all over the country that they can do monitoring of all of the activities. So Mr. Sowa, Famu then go on for know how far the activities of the monitoring don't they go and waiting at the specific information we go and share.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff. You know, as I've been saying before, I lost connection. The ministry, they do bokuts in them. We don't relocate Pekin, we do training of teachers. For many say go train people and then guidance notes. We get planned distribution of masks and other hygiene materials to schools. We do communications. We get a group we get for those distribution of food, to all in class 6 Pekin across the country. The minister don't lead a team for write some guide on COVID response in schools. So we don't get other activities then. But we want to track progress of all the activities then. So what we do, we take ministry staff, now headquarters, 2 per district. We don't deploy them all across the country. When they go, then they hook up with the district-based staff where they and not only with staff. We get the district education office, the district TSC, the free quality school education, civil society, local council, and the press. Then they join up, form a team, and track progress of all the activities where they go on. And Usaimi, they made the minister, the CEO, and the chair, we create a forum through which we'll be able to coordinate all the things that happen at the country. And through effective coordination, we're able to see what things that happen from yesterday, from when we begin relocating, picking them, to today where the training they go on. We don't see Usa hiccups there. We don't able to track with the team that we don't go and join with the district-based team that we're on the ground. We're not even able to see the school them. We're not even ready. The school campus here to let picking and open. We get reports of school that we're still bushy. We get reports of school that still we're not clean. And we get reports of school that we don't do a lot of work. And we're able to track progress of all the activities that we don't put. So we get effective coordination of all these activities through this platform we don't create. So the monitoring system we don't put in place is very good. We get things that we look for, they monitor. For example, school they open Wednesday. We're there on the ground. We need for see if the people don't come back. And we get for see all the things here we see who don't talk about, where the chair of the commission don't talk about, where minister don't talk about. We get for see if they're in place. For example, when school they open, when they go to the classrooms, them, when they go physically check the picking and how they sit down. Now 20 or maximum 25 in a class, they all get mask, then they wash their hands, the teacher them, they meet all classrooms get teacher, the toilets and clean, they begin them, get food or water. So all that thing and they will check. But most importantly, we check again, because we don't tell them school heads them, when I do a revised timetable at the schools, so that each room we go there and each teacher they meet up. We therefore see if every school gets a revised timetable based on the special context of the school. So as I say, the monitoring mechanism we don't put in place effective, and we don't say it don't begin work very, very well right over the weekend to today we don't monitor them.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Soa. Quick one, we get 3 more minutes to go. Mr. Minister, somebody don't just ask question as to whether all of them plans that we don't put in place for reopen schools, if them plans they are just there for the big town, then if other schools that within all the villages, all the other small town, they not the benefit from them.
We get what they call radical inclusion. That means that no matter who you be, no matter who you come out, no matter who you mama, no matter how much money you get, no matter whose village you dey, at the same quality education with the give you. The program them what they do, and sometimes not they reach all sides. But we try, we see, chairman they talk about sometimes they give paper serve that technology. So paper, radio, internet, motorman, they make sure that any side way they go reach you and make you get access, they try to give you access to the same quality education. But I want, as maybe I'll say my last word and then the other people will say the last word. I want to invite all the parents there, all the community members there, all the local council there. May they not sit down, they wait for, may them point finger for say, hey, you see where school been open, that bush they try, they be in that toilet, to me, that's what we talk about. We know say bush they in the toilet. Would they beg you? Would they invite you? This is not so for the Ministry of Education no more. This is not for Salon. So for Salon in Sec 1, would they beg you? May you go take that cut last day? May you go brush that toilet day? Such that you picking them where they go use that toilet day, they're not go freight snake. Would they beg you? We self the try, we self not go able for cover all things and cut all grass. Would they invite you for join with on this work here? Thank you.
All right, now the minister that I think say let me bring in the CEO for say in final word. CEO, you na Kumra. You get picking right now, so they talk, you get picking, we get for take this exam. What think will be your last word or your message to other comrades and we then get picking and we get for go school at this time?
Well, now for just say very quickly, this trouble we also don't come this way, this pandemic here, we don't got no medicine for our youth. We don't got no cure or no vaccine. But we get enough information where they show we say, if you do this, God will cover you. If you do that, if you not do this, so we know a lot of what to do and what not to do. And we don't put all of that in place. So now keep with fingers crossed, and now they keep praying for say everything we don't put in place for now begin and be safe. It will work by God's power.
Thank you very much. Of course, Dr. Beckley, one part of the people they ask question as to whether why should they try for test the Pekin whether they go like school or go inside school bus. They want to know if the teacher then back there forget the same testing.
Yes, I think so. Because they get the teacher there without the Pekin there. They get the Pekin there without the teacher there. They're all in the same situation. Waiting we get the Pekin and the teacher themselves they get. The mask, the gel, they all do that. And really, the minister very concerned about this because even up to yesterday, we talk about what we will do for the teacher there in case of anything. But we also get health workers there. Not so we want to. The Ministry of Education, they work hand in hand with Ministry of Health. So until say this is a health concern, a health situation, or unhealthy situation, now we can say. So not so we want to combat this fate here. So we get other people and we deal with me. But waiting ever the beginning, whatever arrangements we make for them for keep them healthy and safe, not the same arrangements we make for the teachers.
All right, thank you very much. That's Dr. Stanella Beckley, now the chair for the Teaching Service Commission. And so, my family, and so we'll end the program today. We hope say we're not able for absorb a lot of information from waiting the leadership of the ministry and the Teaching Service Commission don't share with una today pertaining to the schools that we get for can open. And of course, we continue for tell una say we no need for be afraid of anything because government don't do in your own part for ensure say the schools that we open that the Pekin go be safe, the school environment go be safe, and the teachers then go be safe. We just ask you as a parent and guardian out there for let you say play your own part. Let the Pekin where they go na house, may they wash their hand, whether in the go school na morning, may they wash their hand, the face masks that whether they use, let una make sure say they wash them when they get to home. So one for tell una again, plenty thank you. Mina Ibrahim Sharif, of course, Namina the communication specialist na the ministry. One for tell una plenty thank you. So we're gonna end them again with this song about the coronavirus. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Me family in a salon. Mina retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. You don't say what they fight in this country. We don't fight the Civil War, we don't fight Ebola, and in all of that we don't succeed. Today we get coronavirus, in don't wage war per week. We will only succeed for keep her out of this country if we all come together and fight them. We get for both coronavirus. For me, we go finish in this country. But for every fight, you get the one that we team before. In this particular fight, I team before. But the one that we the guide we are the most important players then, now the healthcare workers. We include everybody within that field, from doctor to nurse, contact tracers, and even the one that within the EOC. Everybody within on this effort. This is an opportunity for say thank you for leading this particular fight to all we healthcare workers. I want to use this opportunity for say thank you to Project One Mic, LAJ, Ackman, and Foyo for their interest and support to this particular fight against coronavirus. Thank you.
Papa, thank you for what's gonna lie. Mama, thank you for what's gonna lie. I said, thank you for staying all night long. Thank you for saving a life. Thank you for the thank you for the work. Thank you for the thank you for the not to sleep. to sleep. Wanna thank you for the work. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the work. Thank you for the sacrifice.
Say we go lively up again. Corona go down again. Lively up again. Lively up again. Corona go down again. Stand up and rise again.
Papa, wanna thank you for what's gonna lie. Mama, wanna thank you for what's gonna lie. I said, wanna thank you for staying on alone. Wanna thank you for saving a life.
We just wanna thank you for the. We just wanna thank you for the work. We just wanna thank you for the work. We just wanna thank you for the work.
Thank you, so we don't touch them. Wanna thank you, so we don't see them. Wanna thank you, so we have to cast them when they can reach their life. For make sure say, come on, thank you for the time, and thank you for the strength, thank you for